What if your personality is partly or mostly a coping mechanism? I don't mean that your personality is fake. I think that some of the qualities you simply think are who you are may have been shaped by what you had to do to stay safe, connected, and loved. So maybe you're incredibly independent. Maybe you're the person who everyone comes to when there's a crisis. Maybe you're agreeable, accommodating, funny, successful, productive, intellectual, spiritual, or relentlessly self-aware. And maybe those qualities are genuinely a part of who you are. But it's worth getting curious about what happens underneath those. Because sometimes independence is what happens when needing people begins to feel dangerous or unsafe. Sometimes being the caretaker or the mediator is what happens when you learn that your value comes from what you can provide. Sometimes perfectionism is what happens when making a mistake feels existential. Sometimes intellectualizing is what happens when it feels too uncomfortable or unsafe to feel. People-pleasing happens when you learn to believe that your nervous system's safety depends on making sure everyone else is okay. And underneath every one of those strategies, there's some shame. Shame that says there's something wrong with me. I am not enough. I am unlovable. If people actually knew who I was, they wouldn't stay. So we build a personality around avoiding that. We become useful and impressive and easy to love. Sometimes we become totally invisible, or we just become whatever we need to be to keep shame at a distance. This is what I mean when I talk about the shame-based operating system. It's a system of beliefs, behaviors, adaptations, and strategies that organize your life around avoiding the experience of shame. And these strategies work really well. They help you succeed. They help you build relationships. They even make you look incredibly healthy from the outside until you start looking at it and you ask yourself, what would my life look like if I wasn't organizing it around shame? And that's where things start to get interesting. Because underneath all the coping mechanisms, underneath the personality, there is a person. And the work and the opportunity is learning to meet that person again. Remember, feeling is freedom.